Across centuries, through the rise and fall of empires, the words of one man have endured. His name is Jalal al-Din Muhammad Rumi, poet, mystic, philosopher, a guide to the deepest truths of the human soul. His verses transcend time, speaking to the heart of humanity in ways few have ever matched. But behind the beauty of his poetry lies a profound wisdom, untold yet universal. Today we explore the untold wisdom of Rumi, a wisdom that isn't just meant to be read, but to be lived, felt, and experienced. Rumi often spoke of a journey, not across lands or seas, but within the depths of the self. He said, "You were born with wings, why prefer to crawl through life?" This metaphor captures his belief that each of us carries limitless potential, but to unlock it we must first confront our fears, ego and doubts. Rumi taught that the path to enlightenment isn't about adding more to our lives. Instead, it's about shedding layers, letting go of the illusions we cling to. He wrote, "Don't grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form." In this, he reminds us that life's losses and struggles are not punishments, but lessons, stepping stones to growth. Chapter 2. Love as the Universal Language. Rumi's poetry is saturated with love, but not just romantic love. For him, love was a divine force, binding us not only to one another, but to the universe itself. "The minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you, not knowing how blind that was." Lovers don't finally meet somewhere, they're in each other all along. Rumi believed that love exists at the core of every being. It's a force that transcends borders, languages, and beliefs. Through love, he said, we come to understand the divine essence of life itself. His wisdom on love teaches us to break down walls between ourselves and others, and between our earthly desires and spiritual aspirations. In doing so, we find unity. Chapter 3. Embracing Change and Uncertainty. Rumi's wisdom is rooted in the idea of impermanence. He saw change as the essence of life, urging us to embrace it rather than resist. Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you, and do not worry that your life is turning upside down. How do you know that the side you're used to is better than the one to come? Rumi reminds us that uncertainty is not a threat, but an opportunity. It's in moments of upheaval that we discover our true selves. In Rumi's view, the universe is always conspiring in our favor. What seems like chaos is often the universe's way of guiding us to where we need to be. Chapter 4. Finding the Divine in the Everyday. Rumi's wisdom transcends the walls of mosques, temples, or churches. For him, the divine was everywhere, in every moment, in every person. He wrote, "Don't look for it outside yourself. You are the soul of the universe." This idea invites us to see the sacred in the mundane, to find divinity not in grand gestures, but in simple acts of kindness, gratitude, and presence. Through this lens, every action becomes an offering, every word a prayer, and every heartbeat a connection to the divine. Closing chapter. The eternal call. Rumi's wisdom is not confined to his era or culture. It speaks to anyone willing to listen. It's an eternal call, a reminder to live fully, love deeply, and seek endlessly. In his own words, when the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. Let us lie down together in the field of Rumi's wisdom and remember the beauty of being alive.